Let's talk about Lizzo. She's the powerhouse singer, the classically trained flutist, the queen of self-love anthems. Born Melissa Vivian Jefferson, she burst onto the global stage with energy and unapologetic confidence. Her music is more than catchy. It's a movement about celebrating your body, spirit, and journey. Her 2022 hit, About Damn Time, is a disco-funk masterpiece that feels like pure bottled joy. The song's message of resilience and personal victory became a cultural phenomenon, especially on TikTok. It's about empowerment, finding your light after darkness, and is rooted in Lizzo's authentic journey. About Damn Time is inseparable from Lizzo's identity and values, body positivity, LGBTQ+ rights, and more. The song is a piece of her, a musical extension of her public persona. This connection between artist, art, and message is crucial to understanding what happened next. Because when that connection is challenged, it becomes a major story. Now, let's shift scenes and turn our attention to a rather unique intersection of events. We're about to dive into a moment that blended patriotism, politics, and pop music in a way that sparked conversation and controversy across the internet. Get ready to unpack this unexpected collision of worlds. June 2024, the U.S. Army's 250th anniversary parade, a momentous occasion celebrating a quarter of a millennium of service and sacrifice. The parade route was lined with spectators eager to honor the men and women who have dedicated their lives to defending the nation. Coincidentally, this grand celebration fell on Donald Trump's birthday, a detail that would soon add another layer of complexity to the day's events. The event became a dual celebration, a military milestone intertwined with a de facto Trump rally. American flags waved alongside campaign banners, creating a visual representation of the merging of military appreciation and political fervor. As with any parade, music set the tone, a carefully curated playlist designed to evoke feelings of pride, patriotism, and unity. Classic rock, with its anthemic melodies and rebellious spirit, country, celebrating heartland values and the American spirit, and of course, patriotic tunes, stirring renditions of time-honored songs that resonated with the crowd's sense of national identity. But suddenly, a sonic curveball. Lizzo's About Damn Time blasted through the speakers, an unexpected addition to the day's soundtrack. The feel-good anthem played as Trump supporters waved flags, a scene that immediately raised eyebrows and sparked debate, a jarring juxtaposition, a moment that seemed to defy easy categorization and challenged conventional expectations. The moment, captured on video by an attendee, quickly went viral, spreading across social media platforms like wildfire. Was it an intentional choice, a deliberate act of musical subversion, a DJ's oversight, a simple mistake in the heat of the moment, or a calculated move to co-opt a popular song, to subtly align a political movement with a message of positivity and empowerment? Regardless, the effect was undeniable. The unexpected song choice sparked a flurry of reactions and interpretations. A song by a black plus-sized woman known for advocacy, for body positivity and self-love, was now the backdrop for a movement often at odds with her values, a movement that has historically struggled with issues of diversity and inclusion. The song's meaning was being twisted and repurposed, its message potentially diluted or even contradicted by the context in which it was being played. It created profound cognitive dissonance, a sense of unease and confusion as people tried to reconcile the song's message with the political reality of the event. The stage was set for a response, for a reaction that would ripple across social media and beyond. And in the digital age, that response comes fast, often within minutes of the initial event. Not through official channels, not through press releases or formal statements, but through a 15-second video clip, a snippet of reality that captured the absurdity and complexity of the moment. And Lizzo was ready, prepared to address the situation and reclaim her narrative in the face of this unexpected political appropriation. Now let's talk about Lizzo, a powerhouse of talent and a champion of self-love. She's not just a musician, she's a cultural icon who knows how to command attention and use her platform effectively. When faced with a situation requiring a swift and decisive response, Lizzo bypassed traditional channels. No press release, no formal legal letter drafted by lawyers. Instead, she went straight to TikTok, the digital arena where she truly shines. Her video was a masterclass in communication, calm, collected, direct, and powerful. It was a clear signal that she wouldn't stand for any nonsense. Lizzo looks directly at the camera, establishing a personal connection with her audience, then slowly and deliberately moves her finger toward her phone screen, drawing the viewer's attention to what's about to unfold. Two impactful words appear: cease and desist. A clear message, delivered with precision. No rant filled with anger, no lengthy explanation justifying her stance, just a clear, concise, and undeniably creative message that spoke volumes. The video wasn't just a post, it was a digital warning shot fired across the bow, instantly reclaiming her narrative and setting the record straight on her own terms. It went viral almost immediately, quickly racking up over 1.6 million views in just a matter of days, and the numbers kept climbing. Lizzo effectively won the court of public opinion, garnering widespread support and admiration, before any formal legal action even had a chance to begin. The message was easily accessible and universally understood. No complicated legalese or confusing jargon, just crystal clarity and a healthy dose of Lizzo's signature sass. By strategically using TikTok, the very platform where her hit song, About Damn Time, had first gone viral and captured the world's attention, she brought the entire story full circle, demonstrating a keen understanding of her audience and the power of social media. She fearlessly defended her creative work with the very same platform that had initially amplified and celebrated it. There was absolutely no need to rely on legacy media outlets or traditional press conferences. She spoke directly to her fans and followers, advocating for herself with unwavering confidence. The video served as a clear and concise public notice, leaving no room for misinterpretation. She unequivocally did not approve of the situation, and she wanted it to stop immediately. Whether further legal action would ultimately follow was, in that moment, almost irrelevant. The message had been definitively sent, and more importantly, it was clearly and resoundingly received. So can a political campaign just play any song it wants? It's complicated. Venues often have public performance licenses from ASCAP or BMI, allowing them to play millions of songs. On the surface, this seems like a green light for campaigns, but it gets tricky. Playing a song at a political event can imply the artist's endorsement. Artists can object not just on copyright grounds, but for false endorsement and damage to their reputation. That's why so many artists, from Adele to the Rolling Stones, have publicly objected to Trump's use of their music. Most start with a public demand or cease and desist, putting the campaign on notice. If the campaign continues, it risks a public feud and potential lawsuit. This wasn't Lizzo's first political statement. She's long used her platform for empowerment, voting rights, racial justice, and LGBTQ+ equality. In April 2024, she wore a terrified shirt on SNL, a witty critique of Trump's trade policies. She's encouraged voting, spoken out for trans rights, and rallied for reproductive freedom. For Lizzo, politics is personal. Her music and activism are intertwined. So when her song was used at a Trump event, her response was inevitable: protect her integrity and her message. Lizzo's TikTok set the internet ablaze. Fans rallied, flooding social media with support and praise for her clever response. Media outlets worldwide picked up the story. Pop star versus political machine. The narrative of viral clapback, a modern battle over music rights and public image. Lizzo's short video sparked more debate than any press release could. Of course, Trump supporters pushed back, calling her overly sensitive, but their voices were drowned out by overwhelming support for Lizzo's right to control her art. The incident became a case study in celebrity activism and brand management. The White House stayed silent. Lizzo had already won the narrative. The court of public opinion sided with her. This isn't a new story, it's a tale as old as music and politics themselves. The intersection of these two powerful forces has always been fraught with tension, especially when it comes to the unauthorized use of an artist's creative work. For decades, artists have fought tirelessly to protect their music, striving to keep it away from politicians and causes they fundamentally disagree with. It's a battle for control, a fight to ensure their art isn't twisted or misrepresented to endorse ideologies they oppose. Take Bruce Springsteen, for example. He famously objected to Ronald Reagan's campaign using "Born in the USA." Springsteen felt compelled to point out the song's real message, a stark contrast to the celebratory tone the Reagan campaign attempted to project. The song was a commentary on the struggles of Vietnam veterans, not a patriotic anthem. The list of artists objecting to Trump rallies is long, a veritable who's who of the music industry. Pharrell, Rihanna, Adele, Neil Young, Tom Petty's estate, Aerosmith, Queen, Rem. The pattern is almost predictable. A campaign uses a hit song, often without permission or even a second thought. The artist objects, sometimes vehemently, and must publicly reclaim their work, often through legal channels like cease and desist letters. The core issue at stake is control and identity. It's about who gets to define the meaning of the music. For many artists, a song is more than just a product, it's a piece of their soul, a deeply personal expression of their beliefs and experiences. When that song is co-opted by a political campaign, it forcibly associates the artist with ideas and policies they may vehemently oppose, potentially alienating their fan base and damaging their reputation. Lizzo's case is especially potent. It highlights the complexities of this issue in the modern era. Her brand is built on a foundation of inclusivity, body positivity, and empowerment, particularly for marginalized communities. Therefore, the use of her music by a political movement often criticized for policies that seem to contradict those values makes the appropriation feel particularly egregious and insensitive. It's not just about a song being played at a rally. It's about co-opting a movement, a message, and an identity that the artist has carefully cultivated. That's why her response resonated so strongly with so many people, particularly those who share her values. Ultimately, she was protecting the heart of what her music stands for, defending the integrity of her art and the message it conveys to the world. It's a battle many artists face, and one that underscores the importance of respecting artistic boundaries. The fight over song usage at political events has big implications. Artists want more control over how their work is used, but licensing makes it tricky. Some are pushing for carve-outs to block political use, but it's a legal challenge. Social media gives artists a powerful tool. One viral post can force a campaign to back down. For campaigns, the risk of backlash often outweighs the benefit of a popular song. Smart campaigns now seek supportive artists or commission original music. Ultimately, it's about respect. Music is art, not just background noise. As polarization grows, these battles will only intensify. Lizzo's digital cease and desist is about more than a single song. It's a reminder. Artists have the right to control their narrative. Music's power comes from the creator's intention. When that's ignored, the art is violated. Lizzo's TikTok was a masterstroke, direct, modern, and true to her brand. Maybe it's time for clearer guidelines on political use and for campaigns to realize the risks. In the digital age, one clear message can hold power to account. Lizzo stood up for her song, her brand, and her values, and struck a chord far beyond pop music.